just tease me.
Guys, it's your girl Bianca coming to you from the Beatress brand. Yes, honey, I am slaying another look. I decided to do this look here for you guys. Like always, I kind of winged it. I really didn't know what I wanted to do. But yeah, I came up with this smoky purple cut crease look. And it's super easy to follow. I did use quite enough products, but still very easy for somebody that's kind of transitioning from beginner to, you know, intermediate makeup. But yeah, still fairly easy. I feel that a beginner, if they just took their time, they could follow this. So yeah, you know, I hope you guys enjoy the content that I am putting out for you guys. And if you want to see how I created this look right here, just stay tuned, guys. Okay guys, let's jump right into this video. To save a little bit of time, even though this look still ended up going a little longer, I wanted to do my eyebrows and one eye off camera. It still turned out long because this is a dramatic look, so yeah, I tried to make it as short as I possibly could, but made sure I was still giving you guys details. So anyways, I am starting off with priming my lids with my Louise base in the shade Rumor 03. Then I'm going to use my Juvia's Place. This is the J5 round eyeshadow blending brush, but I just use it to blend out my concealers on my eye and under my eye. So I am going in with the Louise eyeshadow palette, the Secret Center palette, and I am going in with my first transition shade, and I'm going in with like this hot pink, and this shade is called Velvet Kisses. So I'm just going to take one of my blending brushes. This again is just a random blending brush. It doesn't have a name. I'm going to use another blending brush. This is e.l.f. Okay, this is an e.l.f. contour brush. Although it's a contour brush, it's really good for packing colors on in smaller places. So from that Secret Center palette, I'm going to use the burnt orange shade mixed with the light orange shade. So the light orange is called Dreamy and the burnt orange is called Bow Down. So I'm going to blend those two colors together and just pack them right on top of that Velvet Kisses shade because I want to have that sunset gradient effect. Where I was cut off, I am going in with the shade Addicted, which is that pretty purple from the Secret Center palette. So now guys, as I say always, anytime you pack color down or put color down and you start to blend them out, sometimes you will start to lose the pigmentation of the original color that you put down. So you will see me going back and forth in between the Bow Down, Dreamy, Velvet Kisses, and the shade Addicted. So now I'm taking an oldie but goodie and I'm going into my Anastasia Beverly Hills Tamana Dress Your Face palette, and I'm going in with the black shade Noir. I really wanted this to be a smoky look and I really wanted to intensify that purple. So yeah, you will see me go in and really smoke that purple color out, and just so that the purple can show up a little bit more, you'll see me add that right back on top. So yeah guys, doing eyeshadow is all about blend. So yeah, we definitely want to make sure we are blending those colors out. So now guys, I am trying the Louise base in the shade Rumor 0. So that is just the white base, and I knew that I wanted to add color, but I wasn't sure what color I wanted to place down on my lid. Like I said, I don't really know what color I want to do with looks until I kind of do it. So I knew I was going to have color on, but I wasn't sure. So I'm going to use this to cut my crease, and I'm using my MAC 242 brush, which is one of my favorite brushes to cut my crease or do my eyebrows with. And I am just going to start carving out the desired shape that I want. I do have hooded lids, but I just love the illusion of bigger lid spaces, so I always cut way above my hooded crease, because yeah, I want to be able to have fun and play with colors. And you know, not that you can't with hooded lids, but it's nothing wrong with you know, you don't have to stick to a small lid space. You know, if you want to go bigger, then go bigger. So you'll see me carve it out. And one thing the reason why I went with this purple look is when I started to put the white base shade down, it actually turned it purple. So if you don't want this to happen, make sure you clean off your lids before you put that white base down. So if you plan on putting like a different color down, but yeah, normally this will happen, and I really didn't care. I kind of knew this was going to happen, so whatever shade it turned it to, that would have been fine with me. So I'm going to take my time here, and I'm just going to really carve out the desired shape, and I'm going to try to get my crease as even as I possibly can get it to my other eye. And yeah,
you can't beat the Beatress brand. She's got magic in her hands. Have you feeling oh so fine? Looking flawless by design. It's the Beatress brand. You can't beat the Beatress brand. It's the Beatress brand. You can't beat the Beatress brand.
okay guys, so I'm going to go back in with that Juvia's Place brush just to blend out that base a little bit, and I'm going to switch back and forth between my Juvia's Place brush and my MAC 242 brush just to make sure my line is nice and sharp, and that my cut crease, that base that I put down for my cut crease is nice and dry and not wet. So I am going in with one of my absolute favorite eyeshadows, and this is the MAC eyeshadow in the shade Stars and Rockets. This is such a pretty purple iridescent color. So that base underneath just made total sense. And now I'm going in over top of that, the Lash'd by Dollface. I didn't recognize her pigment. I think it's called Moonlight or Moonbeam. I don't know. It peeled off, so I do apologize about that. If I find out the shade, I'll put it in the description bar below. They're actually the same color. The pigment just stuck out a little bit brighter. It actually gave it like that super like iridescent, like made it pop look. So yeah, that's why I went in with the pigment over top. And then I just went in with that purple Addicted shade from the P. Louise center palette. And then to smoke out the ends, I went in with this dark teal, which is called Affair. So I'm just going back and forth with a flat brush. Again, this is one of my Amazon brushes. I'm just going in with the flat brush to blend those colors and shades together. Next, I'm going in with these bomb lashes here. I can't tell you guys where I got them from. It's a surprise that I'll be revealing in another video. So yeah, just stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. So I'm putting on my lashes, and my eyes were giving me a hard way to go. So you'll see me kind of like keep messing with them because allergies, my eyes been watering like crazy, so it makes it hard for anything to stick to my eye. So yeah, you will see me continuously mess with my lashes. And sometimes the glue from the lashes, especially if you've worn them before, or that white kind of like sticky glue that comes on the lashes, sometimes that will show. So I'm just cleaning up. Your girl be hyped. So I just clean it up and put a little bit of black eyeshadow on top of the lash so that it blends in. So now I'm going in with my Milk Makeup Blur Liquid Foundation, and this is a matte foundation. So I'm going in with the shade Golden Deep. This will be great for people with oily skin. I do have dry skin, but I put a lot of moisturizers on my face and a lot of primers, so yeah, I don't like a super dewy look for my foundation. I really like a more matte foundation or a more matte look. So now, because I wanted this look to be drag, honey, and I wanted it to be full glam and coverage, I went in with another foundation. This was my Kat Von D Lock-It foundation in the shade Deep 78 Neutral. I just went in with a little bit of that right on top, only because, one, I did want a more dramatic or heavy look, but also because I feel like my Milk foundation is a tad bit too light for me. So yeah, that's the real reason why I went in with it. So now, guys, I am going in with my concealer. I'm not starting off with my Tarte Shape Tape, although I do get there, but I am going in with my Kat Von D Lock-It concealer, and this is in the shade D35 Neutral, and I'm just going to highlight all the key points of my face, which is my under my eye, my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, and my chin. And then I'm just going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation stick to contour in the shade Ebony, per usual. And I'm just going to contour my forehead, my nose, my cheekbones, and my chin, girl. Okay, now I'm taking my Juvia's Place. This is the J2 flat top foundation brush, and I really like this foundation brush. So I'm just gonna blend everything in together so that we have a nice gradient effect in between our concealer, our foundation, and our contour. Again, you guys know that I don't do a super dark contour, but that is okay. That is a personal preference of mine. If you guys want to go a little deeper or dark, you can. That is totally up to you, but I don't like it too dark, and my eyes are already dramatic. Even though I have a heavy foundation on today, my eyes are already dramatic, so I don't want to be like too heavy on the contour or anything like that. So I'm going back in with that Juvia's Place blending brush, and I'm just going to blend out under my eyes because that flat top brush is kind of hard to really get up in those little cracks and corners. So I'm just going to go in between the two brushes and blend out my concealer under my eyes and all over the rest of my face, because again, we want to have a seamless application. Okay, now I'm going in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel in the shade Clear, duh. So I'm going in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow gel, and that's just going to set my brows in place. And now I'm going in with my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, loose setting powder, and I'm always making a mess. I always make a mess when I'm using anything other than my beauty blender to blend that out or to pack that down, but that's all right. So I'm just going to use my Real Techniques. This is the setting brush. So I'll just use the setting brush to set my face with some setting powder. And I don't like to bake, so I'm just going to dust it off a little bit. And I was being real wild last night, so you'll see some of my powder just flap on my lashes, which I'm just going to clean them off. Now I'm cleaning up my contour just a little bit with some of this translucent powder. I'm now going in with my Inglot Freedom System HD Sculpting Powder in the shade 512. I absolutely love this powder. I really think I'm going to get all shades for my clients. So, you know, if you want a more high-end powder or something that's, you know, not drugstore, this is definitely a nice powder. But it is in a loose, just like a little tin can by itself, so you may have to get a magnetic powder palette for that. So I'm just going to set that contour, all the places we put the contour down, with this setting powder here. And now I'm going to take my MAC. This is the Dark Deep Mineralized Skin Finish. And the shade is actually Dark Deep, guys. And I'm just going to set my whole face with that and kind of just bring everything together with just a Real Technique blush brush. And now I'm using MAC's Plum Foolery blush. You guys know I usually don't use blush, but your girl used it today. And I'm going in with my Mario Badescu Skincare Facial Spray in the scent Rosewater and Herbs, just to set everything. So I've used my Inglot gel liner to do my wing off camera, as well as I've added some of this gel liner in my waterline. And now I'm going back in with that Noir shade, that black Noir shade from the Anastasia Tamana palette. And I'm also going to take the purple from the Louise Secret Center shade in the shade Addicted, and I'm just going to smoke out that black that we put down because I want it nice and dark and smoky under my eye. Okay, and I'm going to put a little bit of that pigment in the inner corners of my eye or my tear duct. And y'all know I'm going in with my favorite mascara. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. So I'm going to go in and yeah, I'm just going to pop this on my bottom lashes. And I usually put it on my lashes before I pop my falsies on, but I didn't do it for one eye. So you'll see me lightly just pressing it because I don't want to get it clumped up and get it in my false lashes. So I try to do it beforehand. So now today, guys, I am going in with my MAC Cheeky Bronze Mineralized Skin Finish. This was my very first highlighter I ever bought, and it's still like my favorite highlighter when you don't want to do too much, but it still gives you a nice glow, that golden glow. So I'm going to place that on the highest points of my cheek, my forehead, my nose, a little bit on my upper lip, and then of course on my forehead, because I do want us to look nice and golden. That's my favorite way to look, you know, brown and golden. So y'all already should know what lip pencil I'm going in with today. This is my MAC Chestnut lip pencil. And I'm just going to line my lips. And yeah, get these ready for my gloss that we're going to put down. And I wanted my lips to be super natural since, again, my eyes is super dramatic. And I'm going in with the Louise Holla lip gloss. So yeah, guys, wanted a nice and natural look there with the lips. And yeah, this is the final look. These purple, I don't know, it's like a smoky purple line, very, very dramatic. This is something that I would you know, wear like I would do on my client if they were going to prom and they wanted something super bold, super dramatic. This is something that you could possibly or easily wear for date night, you know, or if you're going out for girls night, whatever. I mean, it's super smoky, but it is still super fun. The lashes are super duper flirty. And yeah, I absolutely love how this look came out. So if you ladies enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to your girl. I am definitely trying to build this channel for you guys, and I am putting out more content each week. So yeah, girl, click that notification bell. Okay. So yeah, guys, this is the end of the video.